Oh, hi, I did not see that. I probably clicked on this video to get some advice on what to do during this half-term break that we now have, because if you're like me, you probably have exams right after as well. So I'm just going to give you a few tips on what you should do in this half-term so you can spend it a little more productively and just really get the most out of it and also enjoy it as much as you can. Because like, just look at this weather, it's so nice. That's why I'm filming outside today. Okay, so firstly, if you're like me, you probably have only a week in this half-term break. I want you to right now just get a piece of paper out or do it online and just write a list of everything you want to get done in this week, whether it's some past papers you want to get done. If you're doing past papers, make it specific how many past papers you're going to do for whatever subject. If you need to go over a worksheet for a certain topic because you don't understand it, just make a very, very clear list on what you're going to get done out of these holidays. Make it as long as you want, but just make sure it's doable and it's stuff that you can actually achieve and it's not too vague. So don't just say revise maths because you don't know what to do specifically. Instead, you could say do the Corbett maths topic questions from circle theorems, for example, something very specific, because that way you can easily get it done. If you just say revise maths, you don't actually know what that means. And this is the most important step, firstly, to actually make a list of what you're going to do, because if you don't have a list of what to do, you're going to, especially in the first couple of days, just go, oh, it's fine, I don't really have much to do. But then you realize near the end of the holidays that you haven't done much, and then you start ramping it up and it's all last minute, and you just don't want to do that, not at this time right now. So I'm not even kidding. I want you to right now get a piece of paper out and just make a list, pause this video, make a list of everything you're going to want to get done in these holidays. I'm going to do the same. So this is the first step, and you really need to be able to do this first step before we can move on to the next couple of steps and how you can plan all the revision that you actually want to get done. Now I want you guys to start working out how many hours of revision you're going to do each day. So get your entire week in front of you and just make it clear to yourself how many hours of revision you're going to do each day. So that could be like 4 hours every day from now until the end of the holidays, for example, or maybe even more or less depending on your learning style and how much you need to get done. Or let's assume you have something to do on Monday, so you're going to be out the whole day, then you can factor your revision around that, and then you can keep Monday as a rest day but then get a bit more revision done on the other days. I want you guys to make it very clear to yourself how many hours of revision you're going to get done in this entire week from now, just so you have a clear idea of what you're going to do. Because one thing I don't want you guys to do is to spend the first couple of holidays doing nothing and being like, I need to enjoy these holidays, I'm not going to do much revision now, I'll do more later on in the holidays, because you're going to build yourself a habit where you just don't get any revision done at the start and you're not going to get any more done in the rest of the week until like the very last day or so. So I want you guys to make it clear from now, from today, how much revision you're going to do today and then tomorrow and then the rest of the week as well, so you know how many hours you're going to be doing in the full course of the week afterwards. And once again, I want you guys to do that now. Pause the video again and look at your entire list of stuff that you want to get done and just think about how many hours you think each day you're going to need in order to do that. Obviously, don't set yourself like a ridiculous amount of hours each day. Don't be like, I'm going to revise 10 hours each day. You're not going to be able to, unless you know that you'd be able to do that. But even then, 10 hours is just ineffective. It's not worth it. It doesn't have to be every single day an equal amount of time. You could do perhaps 4 hours on Monday, 2 hours on Tuesday, 4 hours again on Wednesday. It's up to you. It's really dependent on how you're going to do it. If you want what I'm going to be doing, I'm personally, from now until the end of the holidays, I'm going to do 3 hours of revision as my minimum, and there might be a few days where I do more than that, but I personally think that I've done most of the content and the preparation for my end of years, that I don't need to do something like 6 hours, 8 hours like I did back in GCSE. Now this is the last part, and it's actually working out what you're going to be doing each day. And what I don't recommend for you guys to do is to, from now, make it clear on every single day what you're going to get done and when, but rather for you to plan each day as it goes. Because this way, if you forget to do something or something came up one day, then it doesn't wreck the rest of your revision plan. At least you can adapt and change your revision plan as you go, because you're doing each day separately. Let's assume you're watching this video in the evening right now and you don't have time to plan for today. What you can do is make yourself a plan of what actual things you're going to get done tomorrow. Now this is going to be based upon how many hours you set yourself. So let's assume you set yourself 4 hours of revision to do. First, you're going to plan how you separate this time out. So do you want to do all the 4 hours at once, or do you want to do 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening? It's up to you. And then make it clear what you're going to get done. So let's assume you want to split in hours. You can say hour 1 you want to do math revision, hour 2, and then in that specific math revision you want to make it clear exactly what you're going to be doing, and this is going to come back from that massive list of stuff you wanted to get done. So let's assume you wanted to do circle theorem questions, as I said before in the video. You can spend this 1 hour doing circle theorem questions, or you can split in 30-minute blocks. It's up to you. This part really depends on how you find easy to revise. For me, I like splitting things in 1 hour 30-minute blocks for A level, because everything's so much more big. But like in GCSE, what I used to do was about 50-minute blocks, 40-minute blocks. Just make sure you keep it consistent and you do each day's worth of planning on the day or right before on the day, because you don't want to plan everything from now, because otherwise something might come up and something might get ruined and then you're going to lose motivation. So you really want to be doing it each day as you go rather than doing it all at once. Best of luck with your exams, and I'll see you again next time, hopefully very soon. Good luck, and yeah, bye for now. Oh.